Well, I used to teach school. And, what determined at the time the effectiveness of the teacher is the ability to show people that you care. Now, you can't fake caring. You can't fake caring because even in the classroom or in any other setting, although you try to legislate it or fake it, you can't fake it. There's something about caring that exudes from one's body. And so I'm just so happy to have somebody to talk to today about a lot of stuff that we need to talk about. Not only about this person's job, but about this person's heart and his caring and his mission to make a difference. And he's really trying to fire himself. He wishes that he didn't. He wishes that he didn't have anything to do, so he wouldn't have a job. And that's because he cares. This is a call to action.
A call to action?
I'm your host, Alex Haversham, and I didn't have to tell him what to say.
No, sir.
He's been on this show before.
Yes, sir.
My guest today is none other than Coroner Leon Jones, who's a friend of mine and who's been around a while. But Leon, although people see you, at the scene of doing your coroner's duty, talk a little bit about yourself prior to doing all that.
Only child, raised on Mason Street, no father, and light skin. So you get religion real quick, okay? My late mama told me it's two things you're not going to be because you're the only child, a light skin with no father. I said, what's that? A criminal or a sissy?
Okay.
I was in church every Sunday, all day.
Okay.
I could go any side of town because my mama had a friend on that side of town.
Okay.
And I wasn't worried about getting beat up because I was in that church,
Right.
okay?
Right.
Church every Sunday, church anniversary, pastor anniversary, usher, even the guy that cleaned up the church, he had anniversary. I was there. Now, I didn't deviate too far from my upbringing. I did deviate a little bit. I don't eat liver, spam, potted meat, and rutabagas. I had to eat those things as a child because my mama made me eat them. You notice I dress somewhat conservative, not real flashy. And I pattern myself after the deacons of the original New Zion Baptist Church. Okay? Stacey Adams shoes. But I don't wear my cuffs down on the heel like they did. All right, so I want to look sharp in the community. But I'm a hometown boy, one of the few blacks that integrated Willingham High School. Yeah, I know integration was challenging then. Okay? Fecal matter, snakes, and urine was thrown at us on Canterbury Road. Okay? Macon police beat me up in 1973 on a Sunday afternoon, mistaken identity. I know all about that stuff, okay? But I'm concentrating on the problem at hand. I love this community. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what party affiliation. And most of all, I don't care how many rebel flags in your yard or on your car. I don't care, okay? As an elected official, I believe you should stay connected to your community year-round, not only on election year, sir. Some elected officials, you'll never see them to the time of re-election. Then they skinning and grinning on the front row of the church. I don't work that way. Lily Ruth Evans is my senior campaign advisor. All right? She keeps me grounded. Trust me. She would get up in my grill if I step out of line. Okay? So you have to I learn a lot from listening to people. Lily Ruth Evans, David Lucas, the late Albert Billingsley, Ray Wilkes, James Averill. All these people gave me sound advice. I ain't know anything about politics. All I know, I was running for coroner. Now, having said that, my goal was not to be the first black coroner. I didn't go around beating my chest, I'm going to be the first black coroner. I just happened to be black. Okay? I ran in 04, won. Took office 05, re-elected 08, re-elected 12, re-elected 16. I must be doing something right.
You're doing a lot right.
Okay, Lily Ruth said, hey, don't forget where you come from. I won't. Now, anybody can be beat. As New England Patriots.
Yes.
Okay, so my head's not that big, sir. Okay, but I love this community, and I don't like what's going on. And whatever I can do to curtail it, I would do it. We got a problem. Okay, we had a problem. We got homicides just off the chain.
Let's talk about it.
Okay, we had 14 homicides in this city less than 4 months. Out of 14 homicides, 13 are black. Now, homicide don't have no skin color or gender. Homicide is wrong. 14 homicides. You know, people say, well, I don't go nowhere. I just sit at home. Okay. Miss Leonard was at home, too,
yes.
In Vine Circle. Minding in her kitchen, mind her own business. So you got to come a little bit better than that. I don't go nowhere. Innocent people getting shot, we got a problem. We got a problem. It's disturbing. Sheila says, you're going to have a stroke. I'm not going to have a stroke. Okay, but I'm gonna do my part as a leader. And you know me personally. I don't get involved in controversy. I don't grandstand. Okay, I'm not a media freak. Okay, I want to do what I can to help this community. And that's one of the reasons we stay connected. We talk to young kids year round. You have to start like this. If you don't start like this, when they get 13, it's too late. Okay, law enforcement, they're doing all they can do. You can put a cop on every corner. That's not going to solve it. Okay, it starts in here and at home. For a long time, I was on this thing about the black man not being in the home. I did some research. A lot of these gang boys had two parents. They was in church more than I was. They still went down the wrong road. And that's one of the reasons I know one person is listening to me. God. I start my day with prayer every morning. Every morning. If I have to get up 3 o'clock in the morning, I pray before I get in the car. Because you know the car is souped up. Okay? It's a county car, but you know it's souped up.
Yeah, I know.
So, you know, if something happened to me, you know, Sheila going to call Donna Glover and say, your boy gone. And she'll get the ass $550 then.
Yeah.
That's what she wants.
Yeah.
But I want to do what I can to help this community.
Okay, now let's talk about that. First of all, let's talk about the circumstances and the situations and what you think are the contributing factors to all of these homicides and the shooting. You kind of touched on it, you know, but like starting from the home. But what else is going on in the
You
community?
have more than one contributing factor. Now, having said that, this is my opinion. I don't think poverty is a contributing factor. I don't. Listen closely.
I'm listening to you. That's
Listen closer. I'm bring it. Now, you know I bring it.
Yeah.
I don't sugarcoat it. I bring it. Okay. The number one factor, as I see, my opinion is nobody wants to back down. Okay. You cannot be confrontational on every issue. You have to have enough common sense to walk away. You're no less of a man or no less of a woman pulling a gun. Nobody wants to be back down. And the word on the street is, oh, you're not going to punk me out, so you're going to jail. So you're going to kill somebody. Now, that's one. Two of them, domestic issues are very touchy. You can be lovey-dovey in the street and raising Cain at home. Okay, that's very touchy. But I think the number one contributing factor is nobody wants to back down. Okay, I don't know how many homicides this year was drug related or gang related. I don't know. I didn't pull the stats. Okay, but if you notice, a lot of the gangs they have quiet down a little bit since David Cook been DA. Okay, they have really quiet down. There are gangs here. We know that. Okay, it's gonna always be gangs here. Okay, you know, for a long time, Warren Roberts was the utopia of the world. They had this, they had that. It's gang down there. It's crime down there. It's crime everywhere. You know, but I just want to do my part as a leader. You know, I tell people all the time, you just can't pull a gun or a knife on someone because you're mad. You just walk away. You know, you look at the families that are destroyed, they see. You got the dead person, his family destroyed. The one that pulled the trigger, his family destroyed. Come on now. It's a no-win situation. You know, I just don't understand it. 14 homicides this year. We wound up with 30 last year. That was 17. If I'm correct, I believe 16 we had 20, and 15 we might have had 14. I think. I'm not sure. But any homicide to me is one too many. Okay. Yeah. Someone break in your house and you shoot them, you're defending your property and your family. But just to shoot somebody because he's dating your girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, if she wants you, she would have been with you. Can't make anybody want you that don't want you. Yeah. Okay? Yeah. I mean, you shooting somebody that you grew up with in daycare, y'all moving outside of town, he got on blue, you got on red, it just don't make sense. It don't make no sense.
Okay, do you think that there's anything, I mean, God knows, I told you before we started interviewing that I saw the sign that you had up at WPGA.
Yes, sir.
You know,
yes, sir.
Stop the killing.
Yes, sir.
14 homicides.
Yes, sir.
Too many. Well, you know, that's one effort, and you know, one.
We need more of that.
What can the community do?
We need more public service announcements. Let me tell you this right here. It's one thing Macon got plenty of: car washes, banks, liquor stores, tidal ponds, churches, and funeral homes. Okay, we got plenty of those. You can't blame everything on the church because you got to get the kids to the church. Okay? We got some greatest pastors in the world right here. They're doing their job. Their programs in plenty of churches, but you got to get the kids to the church. Okay? Let me tell you something. My staff and I, we would go anywhere, anytime to talk to a child. I don't care how tired we are. Okay? We don't have no problem. That's our goal. Okay? To keep you in school, out of jail, or out the YDC, or out of the body bag. It's rough out there on the street. And I'll tell you something else too. The young boys got plenty of firepower, AC. Plenty of firepower. You know where they're getting them. They break in the pawn shop and break in houses. Okay? They got plenty of firepower.
Yeah,
but,
I was wondering where they all
yes, sir.
guns come from.
In my career as coroner, because I've been in the coroner's office for 28 years, I've been the head man since 2004. I have gotten young men out of gangs. Okay? I have went to gang leaders. Hey, can you let him out? Yeah, let him out. We know who you are. We let him out. He ain't get back in. That's fine. His family just want him out. I've done that. Okay? I'm a hometown boy, and they know who I am. I don't go in there like Wild Earp. I don't go in there like Wild Earp. I just want to help this community. Crime, education, economic development goes along. Yeah. Okay? Every other month, some little child called me being bullied at school. I talk with the parent. Well, it's only so much a school gonna tell me because of a HIPAA violation. I tell them quick. All right? If you can't get any satisfaction from the principal, go to Mulberry Street. Okay? If you can't get down there, get an attorney.
Right.
Okay? Right. Every child in school should have the opportunity to learn. But if you got a child disrupting a class, nobody's learning. He's not learning. And then the ones that want to learn, they're not learning.
What do you think the community can do? You can't do this by yourself.
No, sir.
You're making all the difference that you can.
Yes, sir.
You're doing a phenomenal job.
Thank you.
I'm going to congratulate you on public television.
Yes, sir.
Well, what about the community? You talk about those entities, the churches, the title ponds, the funeral homes, and all. But is there any kind of community? Because I know that there's people out there. You're not the only one. You lead the pack. But there have to be other people out there who say, well, is there anything that I can do to try to help?
Let me tell you something. The leaders of this community should step up to the plate. In the story. Okay? In the story. My 7th grade teacher was a gentleman by the name of Columbus Watkins. He had a slogan, use your head for something else besides a hat rack. Okay, I will never forget that slogan. Okay, he was one of my role models.
Right.
Step up to the plate, okay, or get off the ball field.
So
okay?
you're saying that maybe
I'm saying
mentorship or programs?
I'm saying that every leader in this community should step up to the plate and let it be known that killing someone is wrong. Okay? Killing someone in self-defense, protection of your family is another thing. But murder is wrong. That's all you got to do. Right. And maybe somebody else will hear it.
Right.
This is our city, AC.
Right.
Look at it. Okay? Nobody's going to bring economic development to a crime-ridden city. You know that. You see that. So we got the Kumo Tire Company. We got, Amazon. We got Sara Lee. And we got other warehouses.
There's a tissue plant coming, too.
Exactly.
Okay. The Pan-African Festival.
Yeah, we got industries coming in. But they look at areas before they decide they're going to move, AC. You know that. You've been in business before.
Yeah. I understand that very well. Well, talk a little bit about other health factors. I know that you told me stories about how people don't take care of themselves and they end up dead. Because we're not going to call in a name, but maybe you can give some advice.
Oh, absolutely.
People,
I love doing it. And, I call Elaine's Lucas Show every Wednesday. I give PSAs. I give everything from police etiquette to take care of yourself. Men, we want to be a man. Okay? We're taught that way. That's the reason we don't live as long as women do. We're taught not to express our emotions. Okay? Men, if you having chest pain and it's not relieved shortly by antacid, it is not indigestion. Okay? It's not acid reflux. Get to a hospital. Especially if you don't have no history. If you're having chest pain, arm pain, jaw pain, numbness on the left side, you need to get to the hospital. Okay? All right. Now, I'm old school. I started driving Ambulance in 74. Tom Darrell trained me. Okay? The old American Heart Association said if you're 35 years or above and has a cardiac history on either side of the family, you should be taking a baby aspirin, 81 milligram. If you don't have any ulcers, because the aspirin will cause that ulcer to bleed. Now, women, their heart attack symptoms begin in the middle of their stomach. My sister-in-law died at age 43. She weighed 120 pounds. She never had no chest pain, but she had stomach pain. She passed out on a treadmill. Women have heart attack symptoms in the middle of the stomach, and they think it's PMS, gallstone, and the gallbladder having a heart attack. Okay? Everyone that can take a baby aspirin need to take one. Had a friend of mine, won't call his name, he retired from the sheriff's department. I put him on aspirin 10 years ago. He started having chest pain, went to the hospital. He told the emergency, he says, I'm on aspirin. He said, your doctor put you on aspirin? He said, no, Leon Jones put me on aspirin. He said, Leon Jones? Yeah, he said, he told me a long time ago, start taking baby aspirin. If he hadn't been taking baby aspirin, he wouldn't have been here.
Wow.
You have to take care of yourself. Nobody wants to run to a doctor for every little ache and pain. I know that. Okay? It's hard being a man. I know that too. But you have to take care of yourself. You just have to. Everybody says, well, it's your time. When it's your time, you're going to go. We know that, but you can rush it by not taking care of yourself.
Right.
All right, you out there riding a motorcycle on the back town on the interstate, you're rushing your time, brother. You're rushing, okay?
Right.
You have to take care of yourself.
So not only do you deal with the homicides, what does your job entail?
My job does death investigations. Someone dies, someone get killed. You have to meet a certain criteria. If you go in the hospital and die in less than 24 hours, you got to notify the coroner. If it's an injury, suicide, homicide, suspicious, a minor, unattended means no doctor, 15-year-old kid fall over dead, never been sick a day in his life, got to call the coroner. All right, a 15-year-old kid that has a bunch of medical problems, you got to call the coroner. But that don't mean autopsy is not going to be done. Okay, we have to look at the medical records, and you get them by subpoena, because I just told you about the HIPAA violation. I can't just call the medical center and say, I want AC Havisham medical records. I can't do that. We have subpoena power. Okay, now, we also conduct inquests. I try not to do inquests unless I talk with a district attorney. I'm not going to waste no tax dollars. Okay, I'm not going to do that. Okay, we do death investigation. We assist other coroners. When I first took over, we was one of the few only national recognized coroner's office in Georgia. My predecessor wanted us to be the best trained coroner's office in Georgia. I tell people all the time, we do more than ride around with pretty cars with pretty lights. We go to school. Okay. Now, having said that, we go to Forsyth. We don't spend a lot of tax dollars going to Jacksonville, Florida, and Las Vegas. We get our training in Forsyth. It's mandatory every year. Okay. We can go anywhere. Okay. We had the coroner in one county have a wreck going to a triple fatality. A lady pulled out in front of him. I went down there and worked that wreck for him. Okay. He had some medical issues. We'll work this end of the county and the other corners surrounding county. Okay. Now, when I first took over the coroner's office, I had some concern about death certificates being signed. No one gets any money till that death certificate is signed. You know that. Okay. I said, sign it and move on. The lady in Atlanta said, I signed more death certificates in 1 week than the average coroner does in a month. See, a lot of these guys, they say, send it to the doctor, send it to the doctor. I'm elected. Okay, you're elected. If you don't want to do it, that's on you. But as long as I'm working for the people making Bibb candidate, put me in office, we going to get these death certificates signed. That's when they feel home.
Why
Love
would they
Leon.
not want to sign the death?
Well, they say, well, you got a private doctor, let the doctor sign it. What difference does it make?
Yeah.
You're the coroner. What difference does it make?
Yeah.
You run for re-election every 4 years. It's 159 counties in Georgia. Out of 159 counties in Georgia, Fulton, DeKalb, Clayton, Gwinnett, and Cobb, they don't have a coroner system. They have a medical examiner system, meaning the investigators do the same thing the coroner, but they are appointed. It is not good. Okay? It is not good. You get more from an elected official than you can an appointed official. Case in point, lady dies in DeKalb County. They want a funeral home down here from Macon. The funeral home goes up to pick up the body. The medical examiner won't come out there to pronounce her. Okay. So who gonna pronounce her? Carry the lady to the DeKalb Medical Center. Put the body in hers, carry the DeKalb. The doctor pronounces it. Funeral home says, who are we gonna send the death certificate to? Send it to the ER doctor. ER doctors don't sign the death certificate. That's number one. The private doctor got mad because the ER doctor didn't call him. That's 2. The medical examiner, which he should sign it, he the one that instructed him, he didn't sign it. Well, how are we going to get paid? Call the attorney general.
Insurance money.
Yeah, how you going to get insurance money? You know, they believe in kicking the can down the road up there. So I tell people, anybody that got a coroner in the county, take care of him, because he's going to take care of you.
Right.
Okay. We don't have no egos in our office. Sign the death certificate.
Right.
All right. Now, the problem we run into, if an autopsy is done, and as soon as the autopsy is completed, they don't know the cause of death. Sometimes it takes 2 to 3 months before we know the cause of death. Sometimes we'll do a pending death certificate. All right. Some insurance company will accept a pending, some don't. Okay, they want to know exactly what Leon Jones died of. But whatever we can do to help a family, we'll do it. It's nothing we can do for the descendant. Our job is make a smooth transition for the family. Because let me tell you something, the bills are not going to stop coming because someone is dead. Trust me. They're going to come quicker. And on that note, everyone needs to have some kind of compensation. Okay? Right now, I'm over budget now because the families are disconnected. I got bodies in my morgue that I rent. I got a guy been there since January 1st. Got hit by a car on Pano. Okay? I'm waiting on a court order. It's draining my budget. I had a budget meeting this morning.
Now you have to pay to have him.
Yes, sir.
You got to pay to keep him?
Yes, sir. $100 a day. Now, once I get the court order, I can get him cremated. Okay? But I can't get him cremated till I get the court order. Okay? Families don't want to claim their bodies. And sometimes the dead person don't want to have anything to do with the family. I had a guy that was found dead 2 months ago. His cancer nurse said he don't want to be involved with his family. Don't call him when he died. But we didn't.
Wow.
That's right.
Wow.
I got 152 boxes of ashes in the basement.
That somebody wouldn't claim.
Exactly, 152. It was 148, but I picked up 5 the other day. I got 152 boxes of ashes.
Wow.
You know, it's sad
So
when family
what that
disconnect.
tells you is that there needs to be more family connection.
Exactly. Bury the hatchet. You see my interviews. We all not going to get along all the time. You're going to have some disagreements. But bury the hatchet. Blood is thicker than water.
Yeah.
You know.
This is a call to action.
A call to action.
I'm your host, Alex Habersham, interviewing our coroner, Mr. Leon Jones. And, you know, I thought it would not be robbery if we had him on the show, not only to talk about the homicides, but to talk about his job. And equally as important is to talk about how much he cares for this community and how much he would like to see certain changes made in this community as it relates to family values, family connections, a reduction in homicides and more spirituality in the community and things of that nature. And I want to just take a minute, although I've said it once, man, you know, to just kind of acknowledge him. You know, I began this show with the comment that you can tell when people care. And there's no question that Coroner Jones really, really cares about this community and about what he does. And a lot of people really didn't understand, and they don't understand what a coroner does, his responsibility. You know, every time somebody, you know, hey man, it's quite a bit. You know, I know you have to be prayerful to stay strong with everything that you see.
Yeah, I told you. I start my day with prayer every morning.
Everything that you go through.
Oh yeah, I start my day with prayer every morning. You know, you know, our job, it's a job you can't pick and choose. It's all or nothing. Someone called me and said, the sheriff department called me and said, I got a body in the house, and they've been in the house about a month. I mean, you know, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll be out there in a few minutes. You know, I called the Miley brothers and everything. We'll suit up, we go in the house, take our pictures, and more than likely, this person didn't want to be bothered with his family either, so he got to go to the morgue, I get a court order. I mean, you know, it's part of the job. And my wife says sometimes, I don't see how you do it. You know,
a lot of people say that.
Yeah, and my youngest son, Chandler, that worked at Bentley so long, he right there with me. He's trained. He is trained. The first time we went to a trailer out in East Bibb County, this guy's been dead for about 2 months in a trailer. And Chandler was 16 years old. He said, I'll get this one, Dad. You stay in the car. So he puts on his suit and his boots and his mask. He goes in with a fold-up stretcher and body bag. Sheriff Department already took that picture. Chandler's 16 years old. He puts the bodies in the body bag and bring the body bag out. M-A-Z. I said, man, don't show that. The boy ain't but 16. Sheila gonna have a fit. No, you sure? No, don't show that one. Cut that clip out. I know I got to go home to him. So but he's trained. He's trained. He knows how to deal with families. He knows how to deal with irate families. Okay, he's trained. He'll go in.
Does he work for you now?
No, he works for a Robinson Funeral Home on Potton Avenue.
Okay.
But he helps me a lot.
Right.
Okay. He works for 2 other services picking up bodies. Right. That's what he want to do. Picks up bodies and work at funeral home. Wow. Now his sister Kayla, nah.
Yeah.
No Kayla, no.
Yeah, she
But Chandler, he's right there with me.
Okay.
So
where do you see us going? Do you think anything better is on the horizon, or just kind of help us out, man? Tell us what we can do. And you mentioned it some as it relates to trying to make things better with the guns and the health factors and the families not getting along and things of that nature.
I think, as I said previously, more public service announcements. We have public service announcement on AIDS, Alzheimer's, cancer, DUI. Let's have one on no crime, no killing. Why not? You remember the late Charles Dudley?
Yeah.
Came up with that bumper sticker, stop the killing.
Right.
Stop the killing. I mean, we have PSAs on everything else. Why not that? What's wrong with that? This is our community.
Well,
why not?
Let me ask you to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Cut one.
Okay.
You can cut one today.
Okay.
I
don't have no problem doing it. Of course, you know that.
I'll show it on all my media.
It's simple. I mean, we got to start somewhere. Is my 6th grade teacher said, can't, never did.
Right.
Yeah, I went to Eugene Hamilton. That's back in the day.
I know that.
That's right. May Miller was the principal.
Yeah, I know that. I understand.
That's right.
You deeply rooted in this
community.
Yes,
sir. Deeply rooted. Right. Never once did I want to move out. Yeah. Never.
This is a call to action.
A call to action.
I'm your host, Alex Habersham, having interviewed our distinguished coroner, Mr. Leon Jones, who's been doing it for just about 2 decades now.
28 years.
28 years.
28 years.
Almost 3 decades.
Yeah, that's right. Started July 25th, 1990.
You're doing a phenomenal job. I want to thank you again for all you do. And I'm soliciting the support of the community to try to help him lose a job. Let's get him unemployed. That ain't going to happen because, death is inevitable. But we certainly don't want him going to all of these scenes where homicide has been committed. Thank you, man, for what you do.
Yes, sir.
Keep up the good job.
Yes, sir.
This is a call to action.
A call to action.
I'm your host, Alex Habersham. Have a great day.